A certificate of deposit, or CD, according to Investopedia, is a product offered by banks and credit unions that provides an interest rate premium in exchange for the customer agreeing to leave a lump sum deposit untouched for a predetermined period of time. And honestly, ever since I was way younger, I've been purchasing CDs because I love the idea of letting my money work for me, especially if it's money that's maybe on the sidelines that I don't necessarily need to touch today or tomorrow. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about brokered CDs, and specifically how to buy brokered CDs in the Fidelity brokerage, which is something I've done a lot of over the last year while interest rates have been so high. Now, if you're interested in letting your money work hard for you, especially money that's on the sidelines, and want to learn exactly how to buy a brokered CD on Fidelity, make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. I just finished my brand new dividend investing ebook where I share exactly how I went from zero to now over 7 figures invested, and also on how I earned more than $6,000 per month in dividends. I also finished my custom dividend tracker that you can use to track your dividend income progress on an ongoing basis. So make sure to grab yourself a copy of my dividend investing ebook and the new dividend tracker today. It's the first link in my description. Now, before we go in and I show you exactly how to purchase a brokered CD on the Fidelity platform, let's just quickly talk about why it's even worth buying CDs as of right now. As you can see right here, the federal funds rates or current interest rates are still at almost an all-time high over the past 5+ years now. And until the Federal Reserve lowers interest rates, there's going to be a lot of money to be made, and I'm talking things like bonds, CDs, etc. Now, because of that, a lot of investors like myself have been taking advantage of investing into different things like US Treasuries, of course, or even CDs, which we're going to be talking about specifically in this video. Now, this is because you're basically earning almost as close to possible, in my opinion, risk-free interest on money that you're not going to spend today or tomorrow anyways. But without wasting any more time, how to buy a CD in the Fidelity brokerage. So first of all, you're going to want to log into Fidelity like any other time. Then you're going to want to hover over news and research. Now in here you see news, wealth management insights, watch lists, etc., etc. You're going to want to go all the way down to fixed income, bonds, and CDs. Now once you click on that, it's going to bring you to this page right here. Now just a side note, there's going to be many different ways to navigate to the same place, like pretty much any other website these days. But in this video specifically, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So then you're going to see all this right here. You're going to see and understand the table. You're going to see CDs, new issues, which are going to be newly issued CDs, which is what I always use. And then underneath that, you're going to see bonds, things like US Treasuries, US Treasury zeros, agencies. You're seeing corporate, AAA, corporate AA, corporate A. You even see corporate B, taxable, municipal, and municipal bonds, etc., etc. Now, even though there's so much to go over, in today's video, we're just going to be talking about CDs, which is what I personally have a substantial amount of money invested into as of right now, just because rates are so high and I don't need some of this cash today or tomorrow. Now, right here on CDs, you could of course click them right here, or you could look up here where it shows different time frames. Now, the time frames that are offered as of right here show 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, and then if there are any, 10 year, 20 year, and 30 year. Now, this is basically the duration of the CD. So if you have some cash on the sidelines that you want, not maybe today or tomorrow, but maybe in a few months, then maybe a 3-month duration CD could be a good option for you. If you want a little bit longer of a time frame, a 6-month, a 9-month, a 1 year, etc., etc. Now, the first thing that you might see is that there's different percentages, there's different interest rates that are offered depending on the time frame. And this is largely going to have to do with things like what the market is predicting that interest rates are going to look like long term. So as you can see, just generally speaking right here, the market is saying that they're willing to pay a little bit more right now because interest rates are going to be higher, at least for now. But in the future, you can see 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 5 year, you're only going to get a 5.1% more or less, because again, the market is pricing in that at some point in the next year or two, interest rates should be much lower. So why would they pay more long term? Now, of course, from here, you could click into any one of these, but for me specifically, this is what I normally do. I normally go on a 1 year time frame because if I personally have any money on the sidelines that I'm not really going to stay tomorrow, I feel like I can kind of hold out a year or so until I need that money. And the 1 year duration is also offering the highest interest rate at 5.35%. So let's click into this and see what we get. So we clicked on the 1 year and now it brought us into this page. This is the CD new issue offerings. So this right here is showing us a total of 12 different CDs as of right now that are offering anywhere from 4.9 to 5.35%, but are also offering different metrics in between that. Now, first things first, why are these different CDs offering different coupon rates or interest rates, let's say? Now, this is because some of them are offering different things that others aren't. For example, right here, you can see that there's call protection. Now, call protection is basically just if or if not the CD provider is able to call away the CD early. And honestly, for me personally, at least, if I have money on the sidelines that I'm not necessarily needing today or tomorrow, But also wouldn't mind getting back at any time in the future. Call protection is not necessarily all that big of a deal to me, but if you are very dead set on wanting to earn your coupon rate and you want there to be call protection, which means that the CD cannot be called away, well then look for a CD, of course, that does offer call protection. But for me personally, I always look for a good bank or a good provider. And what I mean by that is sort of a big, well-known bank. I personally find it a little bit more risky. Although for the most part, as you can see right here in attributes, they all pretty much offer some sort of protection. These days, it's very common. Now for this example right here, you can see JP Morgan Chase, which we all know and love, is offering a 5.35% coupon rate, which is a 5.35% interest rate. The coupon frequency at maturity. So this means that you are not going to get your money or the interest until maturity. So again, if you need access to this money today or tomorrow, this of course would not be a great option for you, most likely. Now it shows right here the maturity date is February 5th of 2025, so more or less a year away. Is this a fractional CD? No, it's not. The yield, like I said, 5.35%. This does not offer call protection. So that means that probably within the next quarter or two, if JP Morgan wanted to, they could close off the CD, pay your money back and any interest, and then basically you go on with your life. And like I said, for me, that's no problem at all. If JP Morgan wants to pay me back early and give me some interest, I'm perfectly fine with that. Now the settlement date is 3/5/2024, so that's basically at what point the CD is going to be basically settled and go into action. The quantity available just shows how many are available, which for the most part, for most of us, we're not really worried about that. I don't think you and I are buying much more than 39,000 of these, which is side note, an important side note, CDs are always, at least on broker CDs, purchased in lots of 1,000. So one CD is $1,000, two CDs is $2,000, etc. Next, it shows you the attributes, which is sort of some of these insurance agencies, etc., which right here it says SFP, FDIC, and period 11 months, which is the duration of the CD. So if we wanted this one, we'd go in here and press buy. And then right here brings you to this page. So right here, you would select an account. If you have a Fidelity account, you could of course select whatever Fidelity account you want to buy it through. And then it shows you basically everything here. The price is 100, but like I said, one bond equals 1,000 face value. So if you want to buy one CD, you'd press 1, so one CD or $1,000. And I like Fidelity a lot. I like how they make everything very clear and easy. There's no guesswork here. Then just to double check, it shows you the JP Morgan Bank CD at 3.5%, and it shows you the maturity date, etc. 2/5/2025, an 11-month time period, coupon frequencies at maturity, etc., etc. And at this point, you probably already know everything else there is to know about the CD. Hopefully you looked into it on the last page, and if you're comfortable with doing so, you would then go through and preview order and then purchase it. So there you have it. That's how easy it is to purchase a brokered CD on the Fidelity platform. And like I said, I personally think it's a great time to look into this because interest rates, as of right now at least, are still pretty high. And there's a lot of yield to be earned just on some idle money that might be sitting around. Now, I know some of you might be saying, well, money market accounts are more liquid and money market accounts are offering anywhere from 4.8 or 4.9%. But for some investors out there that might have a substantial amount of money on the sidelines, even a few basis points could add up over time. So I still think CDs are definitely worth looking into. Now, if you have any other questions about brokered CDs or any other comments, drop them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.